Hey guys, welcome back. I have no idea where our last video ended off and what I've been filming. It's been a while. My storage got really full, so full to the point where I couldn't even delete things, which is really weird. But I fixed that problem. I had issues a couple months ago with my computer being full. I got a new computer. Now I got a 1 TB SD card for my phone. So we're working on getting external cameras too, just so we can do most of our filming with that and get off of our phones. Got a bunch of new tripods. So needless to say, we're going to be back in action. And I got a bag for all that stuff so it won't get lost. And we'll just keep going. So anyway, what you're gonna see coming up is a bunch of random content. I think I had done videos in order and then I don't even know where it's all at, so I'm gonna throw it all together and probably make some comments in between, and the next video will be back on track and show you where we're at since the video that you're about to watch, and we'll keep you updated from then. So hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I know you guys didn't see this house a whole lot on video, but I wanted to show you what it looks like all empty. So couches and TV, I'm still trying to sell those. Here's our room, all emptied out. Bathroom. Everything's so empty. Boys' rooms all emptied out. So weird. Yep. And the kitchen. Everything's gone. So it's ready for pictures. We're just waiting on the weather to cooperate, and we'll get that done. I'm gonna make sure to leave the keys over here, but that's what it looks like. All right, we're back at it, trying to get this brick painted. I know some of you are probably screaming at me for doing this, but I think it'll look a lot better. I'm not a big fan of like a pinkish reddish brick. And then the shutters I'm going to change out to a wood shutter, like a natural looking stained cedar or something. But I'm gonna do that, and then all these posts are gonna get, I was gonna just cover them up, but this one particularly on this corner is rotting out on the bottom. So I may just get some like 1x6s and cover up the rest and just swap that out entirely or something. I don't know yet. And then the porch, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. My plan was to just paint it green, but I kind of want to paint that black. And then down there, I'm not sure if I'm going to paint the bottom brick yet or not either. I guess we're just going to keep going and see what it looks like. But this is the green. It's still drying. It's still a little brighter than it will be, but it's drying out. I am loving it so far. We're just going to kind of see how it goes, and then hopefully sooner than later I can get some of the cedar on these windows and these posts to cover that up. But it's going to look like a mess around here for a while, especially with all this rain we're getting. We have gotten over 13 inches of rain beyond our normal rainfall by this time of the year. So I think Dakota said we're only 5 to 6 inches away from our year-long rainfall numbers. So it's pretty drastic. The ground's just muddy and wet everywhere. So everything is up in the front yard. So we're gonna get there. So bear with us. One of these days, probably several months down the road, we'll have a nice looking house. So we're gonna get there. Okay, I got just about all of it painted, but Dakota called and was on his way home, and we have got to go run a couple errands, get more feed. We need to go back to the house and do a couple more things. It's getting listed today. Our realtor came and took pictures, so it'll be live today or tomorrow. And there's a couple things we need to go do really quick, so we're gonna go do that. If you're wondering why I didn't paint that, you can see that there's a gap. I wanted to scrape that out a little bit and then clean it up with some proper joint, whatever you want to call that, concrete, and not silicone. So I'm gonna fix that up, and then when I get back, if it's still daylight, then I'll finish painting this. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So I'm excited. I love this color. I think it looks really nice, and I think it's gonna look awesome with the cedar shutters. So we're gonna go over there and video what we can. Taking the tractor over there, gonna grab some things, and we'll see you back in a little bit. Alright guys, I finished painting all the way down to the end. I think it looks super nice. I'm really glad I did it. There's a couple spots that are still left that had some cracks in the brick, so I have some stuff to fill it in. I just want to make it look nice and clean before I paint the rest. I think it looks a lot better painted though. I'm really happy about that. I did get my garden started, but I've given up on trying to get my summer garden in because the chickens have destroyed my plants. They haven't seen sunlight in a few days. They've been underneath the carport. Like I said, if you haven't watched previous videos or anything else, ignore the mess. We cannot get down to our shop, and we're still getting things arranged, and we still have to fix up a lot of things in the house and do stuff the way we want it before I get things moved around, so it's a mess. But I'm about to get this carport area, everything underneath that cleaned out, and we are going to move the carport. I don't know if I probably won't do that today, but we are going to get it moved. But those chickens are a pain in my butt right now. They want to hang out in anything. If we leave that shop door open to air out or the side door open, they want to go in there. They roost all along that pole, which is why I want to get the carport moved as soon as possible. But they're roosting on my church pews, as you can see. My tomato plants was in there and all my other plants, and they're just laying all over it. There's eggs in there. They've trampled them, and so I'm done with that. So I'm gonna focus on getting my garden the way I want it to look, and getting the watering, the irrigation system in, and all that. And then, you know, I'll shoot for a fall garden. I've never done a fall garden, so this will be a fun experiment. And I may still plant some squash or something. Those grow pretty quick. I can probably still harvest a little bit of that. Every other year, man, I worked so hard this year. I had been, you know, working extra to be able to afford the irrigation that I wanted and all this stuff, and then we ended up moving. I swear every year there's something that comes up. But I did get the tarp that I have on hand laid out. I left the tarp at the other place that was already down because I wasn't sure how long I was going to go here. But I left room for this easement here. It's probably not enough, but they're just going to have to work around it. The bees I probably will actually end up moving, so it's not in the way if they do need to do any work there. I plan to put a huge greenhouse right there. That's going to be really, really cool when I do finally get to that. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Can't say it's going to be anytime soon, but you won't want to miss that video because it's going to be awesome. All my tubs. I got to find the dolly. I'm not sure where we put it, but I'm going to get all those in line and just go grab. I did bring a couple of panels over here. I still need to go back and get my T-post so I can do my archways, and we'll do all that. Pretty much the same layout because the garden is going to be facing the same direction as my last garden. So, but this time it's going to be set up the way I want. I hadn't been able to do that in years. We've been kind of arguing back and forth on it, but I'm gonna do the way I want to do it this time. And then over there, I'll kind of show you. There's so much stuff I'm waiting on. We can't do yet because it's just been soggy and raining, and we're still trying to do other things. But right here, it drops off pretty good. So I used to have a little bitty, like 100-gallon pond, maybe 200-gallon pond at our prior to the last house, and it just was a little plastic liner, and I had goldfish in it, and I really enjoyed that. But I want to do a pretty good sized pond here, and with the slope, Dakota's going to come in and push all this back for me and make a dam, and so I'll be able to have a pretty good sized pond. We're going to do a liner in the bottom, but I've got awesome plans for that too. There's some things that they left here, some implements and stuff in the back. Hello, rabbit. We don't see wildlife at our other house because of the dogs being out there, but they're not here yet, so we get to see all kinds of critters. Levi saw coyote. We've seen deer out here. Lots of rabbits. But anyway, we're gonna get all this pushed back, turn that into a dam. And so I'm kind of just trying to figure out like how far out to go with my garden and stuff like that, but that's kind of part of the hold up on that. But I did get the tarp laid out. It's kind of sloped off, which is very gradual. I know that's not exactly ideal, but I don't care. It'll be all right. I'll just put holes on the corners of these tubs so that it'll drain properly. But I was planning on, originally I wanted my garden up here till when I first came out. That was my first thought till I seen the slope, and I changed my mind. I was gonna put it back there, but that's kind of weird because this is the tool shed, and then right here is actually the rabbitry, which I'll show you guys later. And I wanted the chickens near the rabbits, so I'm gonna build a new chicken coop, which is also gonna be really, really cool. See why you guys need to subscribe. We've got lots coming up. But I've a really neat idea for a chicken coop. It'll be pretty unique out there, and I think I want the rabbits and the chickens up close because it's easier for the boys to help feed and take care of them, and I really want them up there. So I definitely didn't want them anywhere near the front yard. Love chickens, but I absolutely hate them too close to the house because of their crowing in the morning. I don't mind it. Dakota hates it. And you know, if they get out, I don't want to put them everywhere. That's close enough. Close enough that the boys can feed them, and far away enough that they're not going to be a pain in the butt. But eventually, all those buildings need to be cleaned up a little bit. The well house needs new siding. Tool shed just needs to be painted. The other one, probably just leave it how it is. But lots of stuff coming up. I'm gonna get this garden done. The house. Still working on the yard and stuff, but that's where we're at right now. I'm about to go. The chickens took over my back porch. There's poop everywhere. The kids built a little turtle. What did you call that? A turtle home. And I gotta go clean all that up and move these church pews and whatnot. So here goes. The reason that I don't do a lot of videos is because I can't find nothing. I can't find nothing to put together a video. I don't know where the tripod is. And then even if I do find the tripod, the top is broken. Somebody broke that. We won't say who, but somebody broke it. Then I got a magnet little phone holder, and I can't find that either. It was in the truck, and now it's gone. And then I went to go power wash the back porch like I said I was going to. and the wand. I burnt the old hose. I bought a new hose, but now the old hose is stuck on the wand and I can't get it off. So I need to run to town and get a new wand. I don't feel like going to town right now. So I'm gonna do something that I know I can do it's not gonna stop me at the moment, and I'm gonna get my garden in order because everything else is chaotic and messy, and at least I can make this look decent. Something that I can do. So here we go. I was hoping to set the camera up and do a quick little speed up of getting all these tubs set out, but being that I can't find nothing to hold the camera, that's probably not going to happen. So I'll just show you progress clips all the way down. That is our chaotic life and why we don't video half of the time. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so that was the end of today's video. I know it was a little bit unplanned, but that was the video. And like I said, next video is going to be planned, and from here on out, we should be good to go. We're very active on Facebook. I post there all the time, constantly posting different things. We had a fun little run-in with a raccoon video, which I'll tell you guys about in the next video, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed already, please do so. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you guys on the next one.